We represent music artists. We basically help them.
Getting breathalyzed, and there was no car in sight.
We almost died on a golf cart once.
Wow. Which girl do you want? Like, as we're escorts.
Swingers.
I said, okay, think you have a good day in Russian.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
badass.
Everything's recording?
Think so.
All right. Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
Welcome back.
We got some new faces today, but first let's
We
go
do.
around.
I'm Danny, and I am the owner and proprietor of kind of like a Make-A-Wish thing, but it's a little different. I'll explain later. No, enough about me. Go over here.
Oh, I'm Amanda. What do? I run a company called Revel Relations. That's my job. Yeah.
And I'm Fredrick. I am her, right-hand man or woman, depending on the day. And I do the creative department stuff and all that stuff for Revel Relations. So.
Correct.
I'm Antonio. Let's start this picnic.
Let's
Start this.
I feel like
the ground running.
We haven't said the let's start this picnic in a while.
That's true. We kind of jump into it a lot.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So same thing. How'd you guys meet? What's going on?
How did we meet? Wow.
I could tell you how me and Danny met.
Oh, tell us how you
Yeah,
met.
inspire us.
What grade was it exactly? All I know is that he was pasty white.
Antonio was my middle school bully. That's really what happened.
He used to sleep over my house all the time, and he planned to kill me.
You gotta keep your friends close, enemies closer.
He wrote.
I get it.
He wrote down a real live plan to kill me.
Not really.
What was the plan?
Just slip in the darkness of night and through the window.
This is like a love story.
And make it
Yeah. We kissed.
make it quick and easy. Nothing too. I wouldn't torture you or anything.
Oh, really? You were gonna make it quick and easy? I don't believe.
Yeah. I just wanted you out of the picture.
Right.
But now I'm glad I didn't do that for a ton of reasons.
Oh, I'm glad.
Because I would have got away with it, obviously.
There's no way you. All right. There's
Who
no way.
else would you start a podcast with?
That's really a good point.
Yeah.
So from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs.
I would
Exactly.
definitely not be able to start a podcast if I had grown up in prison. Or maybe I would. Have you ever seen those TikToks of people in prison? They got phones. I don't know how.
I don't know what's cute in your playlist of TikTok.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I know. Maybe
No,
my
I get that too. I've always wondered, how do they get that? They shove it somewhere.
Up there, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They probably. I think I could boof a phone.
But they have TikToks.
Well, not like
why?
a rotary phone, but a little cell phone.
Yeah,
I could sneak it into
do
prison.
Those cell phones have cameras that can upload to TikTok?
Do they need?
Yeah, you
Do,
need a camera.
they
Are
need-
these women doing these?
No,
Because
It's
then-
men. It's
These are
mostly
men.
I don't think I've
I
ever
mean,
seen
women.
a
I
woman.
feel like the shape just kind of
Yeah,
It's like a coin slot.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
like an arcade
It's like a
machine.
coin
But
slot.
That's exactly it. And that's how we met.
Okay. We were thinking about it in the car, how did we meet? So we went to the same college.
Okay.
John Jay College represent.
yeah, even though we
Criminal
do
justice.
nothing relevant to what we went to school for.
Yeah, it was a criminal justice school. I
I
work
was
in
like
music.
a forensics trace evidence person.
I had a phase where I smoked cigarettes and we were outside in the smoking section and we. Hello.
It'd be easy. Just bring it
Oh,
towards
okay.
you. So even if you lean back.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Okay. So yeah, I think I was there with my friend and he came up to me and we started talking. And then he went in my friend group, he was close with us, whatever. And then he tried to, this was when we were 18 years old. He tried to get my friend and I against each other.
Okay.
You started shit.
First of all,
Yeah.
I am an avid shit starter, but this was not one of those scenarios because they were arguing, and I was like, if you guys are gonna argue, what's the point of being friends?
Okay, we could agree to disagree because that was not it. He was
Whatever.
just bored.
The way I like to remember this story is I said that she was sitting on the couch because we have couches in the school.
Nice.
So she was sitting on the couch with the rest of her sorority, and then I was coming down the stairs in slow motion, and then the wind
No,
was in
we
my
met
hair.
before it was in the sorority though.
And there was well, whatever. You were sitting next to them anyways because
Okay.
you all were friends. And the song was playing there she goes.
Yeah.
And that was me coming. Oh my god! I just unplugged my mic,
Did
my
you?
headphones.
You sure?
Yeah, I can't hear myself. For the first time.
Two idiots come on to they're
Oh,
like,
no, I still can't. That's crazy. I think I got caught on the chair. Oh, there we go. Now
Better?
I, can't hear myself.
I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
Great.
Don't worry.
So movie montage down the stairs.
Yeah.
She sees you.
Right.
She goes, "Oh my
She's
god,
like, oh
stunning."
my god. And she's
Yeah.
like, that's my GPS.
gay best friend.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
And then happily ever after.
We stopped being friends from the end of freshman year of college until I want to say like my junior year. We were like in a class together.
Yeah.
And he would like sit next to me all the time, and he was, not to be an asshole, but he would like make fun of this girl, and it was, the shit that he was saying was so funny. And I was like
She had
standing.
a very interesting way of speaking.
We're not gonna imitate it, but like
All right.
we we would just laugh every time. Like I would get in trouble for laughing all the time because he's
Just imagine a person choking on their tongue furiously while trying to read a story
Yeah.
about like a girl who is
Gotcha.
having issues
Okay.
or whatever.
So the real question is, what happened to the third friend that you tried to pit against each
That's really funny. We're not friends with her anymore.
Well, good job.
Guess who was right all those years ago?
We actually she was my best friend. We actually just stopped being friends with her in like August.
So what made you want to start your, I guess, talent agency, right? That's what.
Yeah,
That's essentially what it is.
so-
You represent different creators.
Yeah. So the company's called Revel Relations. What do? We're a public relations and creative agency. We originally started working with music artists, basically helping them promote their music. Because that's what I learned. Like after I realized I didn't want to be a lawyer and I want to do that.
180.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah. we went to John Jay. Like, you know, that's like a criminal justice school. And I'm a Russian Jew, so like all Russian Jews have to be lawyers or doctors or accountants. So that's like, you know. But didn't want to do it, became a writer, started working for a like music magazine, and then I started dipping my feet into like other parts of the music industry. Like record labels, different companies, different things. But yeah, back to what we do. So we represent we represent music artists. We basically help them get their music like more streams, more like follows on social media, like getting their name out there, like getting them on radio shows, stuff like that. We recently started working with like restaurants in our area. What else? We work with like painters. We work with non-for-profits. We recently started working with like Jewish non-for-profits, which is cool. But yeah, so we're like a public relations company. Like we advertising, I guess that's another way to put it.
So when you're saying you're working with local restaurants and painters, you're saying you broadened out from the music stuff. You're essentially whoever wants to come to you and get their name out there
Yeah.
will work for.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's honestly really fun because I'm a writer, so I'm like a storyteller. So being able to like tell these people's stories, like we help them build their social media, create content. Freddie creates like the dopest content for some of these people. We help them create music videos, cover art, logos, like all these things. And you know, we're everything. Like the biggest thing that we want is to like help get people's name out there. And it's really cool because we've helped a lot of people and met a lot of cool people. So that's what we do.
I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you still have background in wedding planning and event planning?
Yeah, so I actually still do
Did
that
his homework.
now.
Right. I know COVID kind of fucked pretty much everyone's plans up, but you ever plan on throwing a big event with all these creators or something like that? What are the plans? You know?
So, of course, I love having like big events, and I'm all for everybody getting into a room and getting drunk and forgetting their filters. That's my favorite thing to do at an event.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Right, but then I get to watch them like, yes, it's not just me this time, you know? So, of course, yes, we want to do that, but also it's a little bit harder because we do have clients and like all over the place. So we have like clients in Florida, clients in like Cali, clients in like Europe if they need to be. And it's like for everybody to come here, to come to a certain like venue, like they would have to get tested. And it feels like it's so much more of a hassle, you know, especially right now. I mean, maybe as things are getting better, like hopefully by the summer we can have that opportunity. But like right now, because of everything, it's like a little bit hard. You know what I mean? Like I'm planning my birthday party, rooftop 50 people, and that's like hard as can be.
52 people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, COVID really threw a monkey wrench in the whole
Most people's
fucking
plans.
world. But it is good, like as it starts to like wane down, come to an end here. Now you can just recreate yourself,
Yeah,
like a
everyone gears
phoenix,
up.
like a
Yeah,
phoenix from the
rising
ashes.
yeah.
Just your new you.
I'm very curious. Is there a disaster wedding story or just?
Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily my wedding, but
Right.
You had a wedding?
No, like not like
like he wasn't. It wasn't his fault.
I'm really blonde, and I was like, wait, did I have a wedding? No. It wasn't like a wedding that I had planned. So it wasn't my wedding. It was somebody else's wedding.
Yeah.
But I knew somebody, and I knew somebody's uncle that I probably shouldn't have known. So that went a very interesting way. But whatever, it was Jersey. You know, we're not gonna talk about it.
Jersey. That's funny. Yeah.
I was best man for a wedding once, and the night before, I don't know why I didn't think anything of it, but the night before we went out to a bar.
And you slept with the bride.
And oh, God, Jesus, that would be she was my aunt. That would be very strange. That'd be very strange. That'd be very strange. But I got so I got so drunk. It was probably the most hangover I've ever been. It was 9 a.m. and I was a best man. I had to be at the church and I had to get I was naked on the bathroom floor. My parents had to come in and dress me like a marionette puppet and carry me to the altar essentially. And I needed the rings. And I swear to God, if the priest told me to stand up and sit down one more time, I was blowing chunks on the wedding dress.
Oh my
It
God.
would have been all your fault.
It would have been all my fault.
That
Yeah.
happened to me
Crazy.
once. That happened to me once in prom, actually.
You threw up on somebody?
Yes. So we were 18, I guess. The cab driver was like, yeah, let me get you guys a bottle of vodka or whatever. So he got us Georgie vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Never again.
Spare no expense
So
on that one.
I drank it like from the bottle, and as we're driving back from like the city to wherever we were going, we were like on the BQE. I opened the window to throw up, and like the wind just launched it all right back onto her dress.
Oh my God.
And I felt bad, but I was trying really hard not to laugh.
Oh my God. And when Freddie throws up, it's not a pretty sight either. So
No,
I
it's
feel
like the
bad for her.
poltergeist. It's not even
Yeah.
like it's like like it's like
I would love to find someone who throws up gracefully. And I definitely don't.
Well, some people just like kind of spittle, like.
Oh, it's like dribble. Like if they had a bib, they'd be okay.
Yeah.
We actually have a tradition with vomit.
Rub it
Now
on.
let me clarify.
People are gonna think we're
It puts
crazy.
the vomit on its skin. No.
Oh man.
So when we like go out, like pre-COVID, we would go out.
Freddie and I like really drink. Like when we go out, like we're a fun time.
Right. Well,
We're a
we're
fun
Russian,
time.
so
Yeah.
what would we be if not alcoholics?
Yeah.
But so we go out and then we'll leave the place to go like out back and we'll like hold hands and like throw up a little bit together.
I don't think I've ever held your hand throwing up.
Well,
but
like
yeah, good
emotionally,
point.
like I'll hold your hand, you'll hold
Emotionally,
mine, like
I
you're
emotionally hold your hand.
puking behind the tree. I'm like in the bush, and then we switch spots.
Yeah, you got to make more room for more alcohol.
Right, you gotta-
Especially if we go to open bars.
Right.
I feel like we've done that.
We've pulled trigger.
We've all kind of like gotten together and been like, oh, we should all do this
Yeah,
together.
we didn't hold hands. We were also in the woods, but we kind of just picked a tree in line and all threw up together.
Oh, that's funny. We threw up in the woods before too. Yeah. We were actually on a golf cart.
I threw up off the
Going-
back of it, like projectile vomiting.
Yeah, and
like,
then I was like, stop this golf cart. I got to go throw up
Were
too.
you driving or what?
I wasn't driving. Somebody else was driving. I don't
Yeah,
drive.
she would if she told herself to stop driving the golf cart to throw up, I'd be more concerned. We almost died on a golf cart once.
Wow.
Yeah,
How?
well, I wasn't there.
Oh fuck, that's right. He was passed out drunk. We were in the woods in Connecticut, and there was like a trailer a little bit away from our house with these essentially.
Well, it's like a kind of like a campground community, and so all these people travel around the little roads on golf carts.
That's what this is too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and they challenged us to beer pong, and we beat them, but we were talking mad shit. And
Was
then-
it Connecticut or Pennsylvania?
This was Connecticut.
Oh,
most
okay,
of it.
okay.
And then they said, okay, yeah, you guys won. How about you come on our golf cart? And I'm not sure why we then got on it. And then instead of going forward, we were supposed to go to the lake. He just floored it backwards, and we crashed into a tree.
Wow.
And it was almost really bad.
Did you get hurt?
Almost really bad.
I heard something in my ribs. Nick, one of our friends, flew off. I had beer dripping down my leg.
Oh my
And I
God.
thought it was blood. It was pitch black. It wasn't. It was fun.
You're like, why is it so cold?
Yeah. I'm
It'd
like,
be funny if you beat them and then they're like, "Come on, get on my golf cart," and then they just drove it like into the lake.
yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like, I mean, if we could swim, we're okay. You destroyed your golf cart. Who really won?
That's true, I
Oh
guess.
man,
He's driving. We lose together.
that's funny.
It was really
One of them
unfortunate.
would have to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, it's okay.
We have this place we go to in Pennsylvania. I grew up there. It's like a community, well, also with trailers, but fucking trailer park. Yeah. I don't know. Like all the people that I grew up with, we all like every night get together and like drink at this one spot somewhere in
Every
the woods.
night.
Well, not every night. Like every other night. Well, we used to do it when we were 16 every night, but now it's like every other night when everybody's out there.
Right.
Whatever. The point is, there was this one night I don't know what it was, but we fucking drank that night. Like it was really bad.
How did I?
There's always one who messes
It's always
everything
one.
up.
And I can't believe it
What's
was
going on
me.
here?
Johnny, stop it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That was terrible.
What was I saying? I think my sister drove at the time. I have a younger sister. She drove the golf cart, and we were really drunk, and it was like.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I can pick up if you want.
You said Johnny, stop, but you hung up already.
This might be important.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
There's no way.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's Johnny. Hold on. Wait. Johnny, hold on. Go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you doing a movie night tonight?
Why, you want to come over and call?
We're on a podcast,
Johnny,
Johnny. Goddammit.
we're on a podcast with guests.
Sorry.
You can say hi.
Hi, I guess.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey.
All right, and now you can stop calling me, please. And yes, we'll do a movie night. You can come in an hour.
Okay, bye.
You gonna kiss me?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very nice.
Aw.
Beautiful man.
I don't know if you heard my comment, like, why you want to come over and cuddle, but
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Every
so,
night you would drink.
Yeah,
16.
yeah. So we would drink. So that night it was just like, I don't know what it was, but I had like motion sickness from like being. I don't know. I just moved my hands. Stop judging me.
it's like a new Cartier bracelet.
Sorry.
In the ear.
Rich, no, just kidding. What's it called? Yeah, we like had motion sickness and like, I don't know, just fucking threw up. He threw up off the golf cart, then I threw up. But the point of that story was I was gonna say, when I was like in this community, you get your golf cart license when you're 13. So the amount of times that I drove that shit drunk as fuck. Sorry, mom, if she's watching this, but like, whoa.
I feel like it's good for people to start driving at a younger age and drinking because they can get a control of it.
Separate or together?
Well, not at the same time, but like maybe in the same day, like give it an hour or two.
Yeah.
No, I get
But
what you
like
mean.
people
though.
like in England and Europe and everything, they're like drinking at 18 and driving so they can get like control of what their bodies are like and everything.
In some
before they get
countries,
behind
the
wheel.
drinking age is earlier than the driving age, like in Denmark.
So you could like practice and know your limit before you get behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
that's a
makes
good
sense.
point. You obviously don't drink and drive, but if you're gonna drink and drive, a golf cart
Yeah.
seems like
Or
a better way.
Or a quad. Those are fun. The wind blowing
Oh,
through
the
your
quads
hair.
are fun. Yeah.
But all the
Musquequas.
that's what I call mosquitoes. I call them mosquitoes, and I forgot that people don't live in my brain, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
So the mosquitoes, they'll get in your mouth while you're
Mm-hmm.
driving a quad,
Oh.
out in the, so. I mean, a little protein on the way home is
Yeah,
fine,
that's
but,
fine.
When did you drive a quad besides in Israel?
Oh, she's calling you out.
with my ex.
Oh, sorry.
Then there's like
Now
a
you're bringing up times.
Yeah, sorry.
the step down from a golf cart is like a bike. One time I was driving.
Oh, I don't.
No.
What kind
In terms of vehicles driving.
You're going from four wheels
Like
to
a,
two wheels.
like a motorcycle bike or like a.
Well, that's the first step
bike?
down, and then below that is. But the point is, one time you think, oh, I can get drunk and drive my pedal bicycle.
Ride it.
No, you cannot. I was driving once and I saw a man who was pulled over taking a breathalyzer test, and on the side of the road was just like a BMX bike. Like how are you so dumb that you get pulled over on a bicycle?
A BM.
Like just like a bike.
Wait, by a cop? He got pulled over on it?
He got pulled over and was getting breathalyzed, and there was no car in sight, just a bike. The man must
It
have
was
been
probably wobbling.
swerving.
Yeah. He must have been. His wheelies weren't too up to par.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could drive. I could barely walk. Or like use my knees to like go to circular motion.
Yeah,
But what a pathetic story. It's like, oh, why'd you get your DUI? It's like,
Oh,
oh, well,
yeah, I got on my trike.
I was on my Schwinn.
Wait, so don't you need for a BMX bike? You don't need like a license to drive it.
No,
But,
he's talking about. I think you're thinking about
Just a-
from
I'm talking
He's talking about
quite
pedal.
literally
Yeah.
a pedal
He's
bike.
not talking about a dirt bike. He's
But you
talking
get
about,
your
like,
license taken away for that?
Probably not. But
I wouldn't give them
you
my
definitely
license. I'm on a bike.
You definitely get a ticket.
Yeah.
You might get a ticket.
Yeah,
But
for
here's
sure.
here's a good question. Like so motorcycles, you have to have a license to like drive a motorcycle.
Yes.
So if you get stopped and take your like motorcycle license away because you got a DUI, does that go on your license too?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it the
How
same
if
thing?
it's a car license and like
but
versus
it's
a
the same
motorcycle
thing.
license?
I'm with her on this.
Yeah.
Two different licenses should be two different punishments.
Exactly.
Right, but I think it's the same thing. I mean, because you're still driving, you're in the street. You're still driving on the same street and still endangering the same pedestrians and people that you're driving with. So it's the
Yeah,
same
but still,
rules.
like if you get points on one license, that's gonna roll over to the next license.
But it's the same
too.
license. It's from the same organizations.
It's not from the same
It's from the
organization. It's from the
DMV.
same. Yeah, but it's two different licenses.
So yeah, I maxed out my
Well, I think it is the same license. They're just our classifications added to
Right.
it.
There's a little plus on one of them or something.
There's a checkbox.
Because when you get insurance, you get 2 different insurances. One for a motorcycle, one for a
I
car.
don't drive legally, so I don't know.
Okay.
That's fair. That's the same thing. I don't understand the people that when they know they're gonna show up to a place and drink, and they go, "Don't worry, I won't drive. I'll just ride my bike." How are you getting home? I'm not driving your bike home. You know.
Yeah, but they're responsible, you know.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, I mean, the damage you could do in a car when drunk compared to a bike is minimal,
Yes.
but you can still, hurt a kid probably.
Yeah, or
just
hurt yourself.
End up somehow in a BP gas station getting Burger King at 5 o'clock in the morning. But that's like a self harm.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
that sounds like a personal
They have-
Do you
experience.
need a
Kings.
bike? Do you need a bike for that? Because we do that with our legs. Like you don't need a fucking bike. Never mind.
And they don't have them here, but this is actually a real problem in other cities. Like when I used to live in San Francisco, they had the bird scooters.
Yes.
Those
Oh,
things.
I love that.
People
Explain,
So
sorry.
bird scooters are and Lime scooters. They're scooters that are available to rent that are just like laying on the street, and they have
Pedal
a
or-
huge. No, it's like a.
no,
It's like an electric scooter.
Vroom, vroom.
Electric scooter. Yeah,
And you
vroom,
open it
vroom.
with your phone and you pay for it. It's like $3 a minute or whatever. No, less than that.
I was gonna
But
say, damn.
either way,
That's more
they
like
have a
masseuse.
huge problem where people come out of bars and are like, "Look at these fucking things," and then just like zip them around town.
Yeah.
Very irresponsible. You can't
Or when you're
really,
sober.
You
Fuck
can't
yourself.
really
Yeah, really.
injure somebody as much as like another vehicle. It's really about injuring yourself. But I was one of those people.
Me too.
It's that side of the table.
Yeah, really.
Me too.
I was like, "Look at these scooters. It's not driving. Come on." And
Yeah,
then
but
you-
she
You
was
see,
sober.
I
when
was
it happened
sober
to her.
when I did that. Yeah.
Oh, I was not. and it was it was an experience. I got home safely. A few tumbles.
We had an unplug.
Yeah.
Happens. These things happens
Yeah.
all the time.
It's my long legs.
The new set will
They tried.
Wait.
to
We'll
put
fix
on
up the
cover of
wires.
Vogue.
Except the
it
wire.
might be at the bottom.
But yeah, I took a few tumbles on the way home, but it was okay.
I feel like after the first time I'll be like, oh, fuck this thing, I'm walking.
No.
Well, you give it 2 tumbles maybe.
That's what I
The,
thought too.
the real kicker though, I left it unlocked. I forgot
Somebody
when
could
I
just
got
take it
there.
and drive
I
away
forgot
with
to
it.
close it out on the app,
So does that?
and so someone can just
Get on
someone
it,
can
though.
get on it and just take a joyride with my credit card.
Do you have to pay for it then? Or something?
Yeah, I mean they have good customer service, Bird.
dude,
because they
fucking-
refunded me.
Honestly, fuck Uber, man. They did that to me once. They dropped me off. I was coming from the city to here. They dropped me off, and then whoever they picked up next went to Long Island, and I paid for their trip.
How
'Cause
did that even work?
They didn't cancel out my trip, I guess. So when he got in the car, they just kept going.
Oh, he must have gotten them on a different app. He must have been like an Uber and Lyft.
And he
or
didn't. And he
whatever.
didn't close
And
my
he didn't
app.
close your Uber trip, and he picked somebody else up in the Lyft.
Wow, the call that Uber would get from me after
They
that.
could definitely Uber would have definitely refunded you on that.
No, I think they did.
They
but
would've
but
fired him.
but the headache of going through this ridiculous charge, like.
So how much was that charge?
I think my trip was $40, and then that trip was $250.
Get the fuck
Wow,
out
they
of
go to
here.
fucking Montauk.
Yeah, they went to they were going fishing that day for some reason, and that's the day they chose to not close my trip. I was like, come on, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Man.
I will say, but that's what I'm saying. Uber customer service is very good. I like them a lot.
I mean, it took a few days, but yeah, they finally gave it.
They're
back.
always
I mean,
very nice to me.
But it's not about the customer. For that specific instance, it's about the customer service because that's just okay. We'll refund you. But when you lost your laptop, the Uber drivers are the worst people in the world.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I feel that. What's
lose
your
your-
story?
I lost my laptop in an Uber, and then I called him, and he was like, "Yeah, I have it," and so I told him to bring it back to me, and he essentially held it hostage. And it's like, "How much are you gonna pay for it?" And I was like,
What?
"Okay, $70." And he
You
said,
gotta start low,
and
man.
yeah, well, then he's tried to go higher, and I was like, "Listen, do you want me to get Uber involved?" now we're doing 50.
I have a story like that, similar. So it was a friend of mine, and they were like, they lost their phone in the Uber, supposedly. So they called the guy back, and they're like looking through his car.
Oh, I remember the story. I was there.
They opened this. That was
That was next to the Ainsworth. We were in the city at a club or something. Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
Brian.
No. You weren't there. This is a different story.
Oh,
Similar, but different.
Okay.
Or maybe it was, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. So they were going through like everything. They went through like the glove box, and there was like a stack of like phones
Oh, jeez.
that were lost. And they're like, oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God,
Brian.
he stole. They called the police. The police came, and then the asshole found the phone in his fucking pocket.
I remember
Hate
that.
when that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, I hate when I get caught
Yeah.
red-handed.
No. The guy who
No,
lost
the guy
his phone
lost
found it
it.
in his own pocket.
Yo,
Oh, I thought the Uber driver had it in his
No.
pocket.
And they'll be like, justice well served, but it was in his own pocket. And I was like, you
And I think
Oh.
it was the funniest thing because they were all drunk and like from Brooklyn,
Right.
so everybody was like, "We will fuck you up."
Yeah.
you know, where
Give me the
fuck we
fucking
live.
phone.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's funny to think about pre-COVID, like how many phones and so many things are just lost on Friday
Yeah.
nights in Ubers
Yeah.
and clubs and
Infinite.
bathrooms.
Infinite.
Just
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Listen, you gotta look behind you. You just when you're coming out, boop.
Yeah,
okay,
you
there
got to
we
at least give yourself a pat down, like a
Yeah.
TSA pat
No,
down. You gotta do something.
you have to. I was in an Uber going home from like the office or something, and I was on a work call in the car, and I had my AirPods in, and then I leave the car. I'm already having an anxiety attack for some reason, and I leave the car, and right when I get out and he drives away, I realize I don't have the other fucking AirPod in the case.
Yeah, it's so close. Like no.
Yeah, and I call, and usually like when I get like aggravated or like have anxiety, I'm like shuffling. I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't find it. I go inside my house. I'm fucking yelling at everybody, and I'm calling the Uber driver, not picking up.
Yeah.
Like your phone is right there. Like he's not picking up, and you have to call the Uber driver through the Uber app.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I ended up going back outside. It was on the floor.
Oh, okay. Well, at least that's a happy ending.
It is happy ending.
He actually drove back out and just threw it out the window.
Yeah. He's like, oh god, I can't. What am I gonna do with one? You know?
The best part is when they're talking about you in a different language.
That's like at the nail
but
salon.
you also speak that language and they don't know.
Has that happened? I've always wanted to do
That
that.
has happened to me.
But I'm
happened in the nail
illiterate.
salon,
and-
yeah,
and
Do you
other
guys
language.
speak other languages?
No.
I could understand a little bit of Italian. If someone
Oh.
called me an asshole, I could probably understand it.
Hey, boppity boopity.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much. That's essentially what it is.
Are you fully Italian? Like both your parents are Italian?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I'm Irish and Spanish.
That's. Would you stop with
It
that?
is true.
That's-
75% Irish, 25% Spanish. I'm not talking about 1/16. 25%. My grandmother is fully Spanish.
Like Olay.
Or abuela.
It's not
Spanish from where? Well,
everybody's always asked this as if it detracts. It's Spanish from Spain, but still.
there's a difference.
Listen, no,
There's a
there is
difference.
a difference. If you're from Spain, you are Spanish. If you are from like the Latin Americas, you are Latin.
If you're from
Latino.
Mexico, you're
True.
Mexican.
You're
but
Mexican,
the,
exactly.
The umbrella term, I've looked this up. The umbrella term for all of them is Hispanic.
Hispanic, not Spanish. Exactly.
Not Spanish.
So you're Hispanic.
Because you're of Spanish
Technically,
origin.
you're Hispanic.
but no one would know.
So wait,
by-
so you heard someone talk about you in a different language while you were.
Right. So
what were you
I was
doing?
I was like in a nail
I
hair
thought-
salon, whatever.
a nail hair salon.
And so basically the lady
Nail
was like
hair
talking
salon.
about me with her friend, and I was like, "When's a good moment to jump in?"
What,
you know,
what language?
it was Russian.
Russian.
Oh, okay, it was a Russian nail salon.
So they were speaking, and they were like talking about like, I don't know, either they called me fat or whatever. I don't know, something. They threw insults. At me.
Something insulting.
Right. So then afterwards, I basically like I waited, and then they finished, and I was like, they're like, okay, thank you, and I said, okay, thank you, have a good day in Russian.
Oh,
That's
jeez,
badass. That's awesome.
Tatiana, Svetlana, and Masha, you could just see all the color flush out of their face. She's like, oh my god, ah!
drop
so
the
she
mic.
like,
Yeah.
comes and brings me like, she's like, you want some tea? You want a massage? Come sit over here. Don't shut us down. We're not legally here. You know. So.
You just go, no, I don't want to.
But I didn't have to pay for all my nails and hair. So then I told all my
You
other
got a
friends,
discount?
Okay.
Yeah, I told my friends who were also Russian, I'm like, go look like shit. They're gonna talk about you. It's gonna be free.
And then you drop the bomb.
Right,
That's a good strategy.
I think they're closed now.
Where we're
Well, you got the
from,
free things. Still.
yeah.
we live in like a predominantly Russian neighborhood, so everybody's gonna fucking talk shit. But I was in Atlantic City with my friends for one night, and obviously when you go to Atlantic City and you're single, you look like a hoe. So that's like, whatever.
Classic.
So it was like 4 of us. We were in the elevator, and there was this couple there, like old couple, and the woman goes to her husband. She's like, какой ты хочешь? Like, which girl do you want? Like, as we're escorts.
Swingers.
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Swingers.
She was like that, but she called us prostitutes.
Right.
She literally called it. She thought I wasn't Russian. She thought we weren't Russian at all. So then as I'm leaving the elevator, I was like, yeah, like, какой ты хочешь? Like, which one? Choose one. And she was like, oh, you're so pretty.
We choose you. Fucking Pokemon.
Pikachu.
That must be so awkward just for them.
For them, I don't
Fuck
know.
them, but
Yeah. Hey, them in swingers, I don't know.
Yeah.
is that swinger? I guess so.
That's a swinger.
I think it came
cuck?
more
What is
as
it?
an
Cuckold?
insult.
maybe she's being cucked.
She's being cucked.
Yeah, because the
cucked.
husband would be
Would be
fucking
banging
the
her.
prostitute.
You like a good cuck?
You like
She
good
would
cook?
just She would just watch and be like, "Oh, look
And
at that."
and you would be
They like that. They had that in Florida. Oh my god, we went to Florida.
a lot of cooks.
Where did we go? Tampa. What was it? Florida, Vista Del Rey. Where did we go?
Delray Beach or some
Delaware
shit
Beach.
like that.
There was like all swingers.
Yeah.
They're like 50, 60 years old. And I'm like, I could smell the syphilis.
Smell the syphilis.
Dude, isn't there?
They really are swingers.
Aren't-
I know a few people who live down there.
I was afraid to shit
I don't think they're
glass.
swingers, but
Yeah, I mean, they might be.
yeah, that would be weird. They're by families. So,
Oh well, I mean, family members are into weird shit. What can
hey,
you do?
you know,
Right,
Double
you almost
life.
subbed it on, right?
Yeah, I almost slept
So-
with my aunt on our wedding day. That would be fucking weird.
true.
That's funny.
Yeah, we can end it here. I'm cool. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever
ready
y'all
to
want.
rumble.
I have no problem.
All right, so Danny, let's get out of here. Tell them where to find you.
You can find me at Danny is watching on Instagram.
And you see, that's the.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
need to follow you on Instagram. You can find us at Revel Relations, Revel with a V, or you can follow my personal Instagram, which is Amanda Gabb, but UHH. GABB. AMANDUHHGABB.
They'll be right here.
Yeah, we'll pop them up.
It'll just
Okay.
it'll pop up.
Also,
Yeah.
don't do either or. Follow them both.
Yeah, follow
Yeah,
both,
follow both,
exactly.
And then, of course, our Revel. And then you can follow my Instagram, which is frederick.m.morgan. So that'll be
Word.
coming at you live.
And you can find me at Aunt Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
Picky Boys podcast. Like, share, subscribe, share with your aunts and uncles.
Thank you guys for coming on. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for having
having
us.
us.
No problem.
It's not planned, but it happens often.
It happens often.